Welcome back to Houston Life. Houston's stray animal crisis is a big problem in our city, but there are people working for a change.
And two of those people, twin sisters, Tena Lundquist Faust and Tama Lundquist, their documentary For the Animals, get this, it is up for Oscar consideration. It is a raw and real look at the really stark animal crisis in the city. Ladies, welcome to Houston Life. Congratulations on this film. And just hearing those words come out of my mouth has got to be kind of surreal. Considered for an Oscar. You're going to find out hopefully soon if it gets nominated. Right. But when you all started out on this journey, you were not doing it to win awards. You did it because you both have a real passion for what is such a huge problem in this city.
You're right. You're right. We've both been doing this many years, and so the documentary came about because we needed real change. We needed something radical to tell the world, to tell Houston, our state, that we have an animal crisis in this city and that something has to be done about it. So that was really the impetus for this film, is to facilitate change.
Yeah, and we're looking at some of the footage right now. I mean, this is not stuff, you know, we talk about the bright spots of Houston a lot on this show, but this is one of the areas where, you know, people really need to see the nitty gritty of what's going on. How important was that when you guys started to tell this story?
We needed Houston to see these pockets of pockets of Houston that dogs run wild. They're running in packs. There's so many strays on our streets. It's estimated that we might have over 1 million strays on our streets. And the quality of life, public safety, public health is being affected. People are being affected by these packs of dogs running. As we've seen, you know, on your news stories, it's a crisis. So a lot of parts of town aren't seeing this, but it is rampant across Houston.
Just hearing you speak actually gives me chills because I've seen dog attacks. I've seen packs of dogs running through neighborhoods. At KPRC2 here, our news department works so hard every day. It seems like we're covering these tragic stories of how animals running wild can attack and kill humans as well. Was this something that you both, and I love your connection as twin sisters. It's so beautiful to see you both holding hands, and I know you're in this together. Describe to us how this conversation first started and when you both committed to spending so much of your time and your resources for this cause.
It was really organic. I moved here from Minnesota to marry my husband, Tyson, and I started seeing dogs on the streets, and I thought they were finding me. When we lived in Minnesota, in Minneapolis, in 10 years, I never once saw a stray dog. When I moved here, they were everywhere. Yeah. And so I just started kind of organically saying, I want to help, and it's snowballed through the years. We've joined forces, we're much stronger together, and it's been really a passion, and I think it's a calling for both of us. I truly believe it's why I wound up in Houston, and my husband too. Yeah. And I think in 2012 was really a turning point for us. We had been on the streets and we realized that it was so much worse, and we realized that even with all of the efforts of the rescue groups, hundreds of rescue groups, tens of thousands of volunteers, hundreds of millions of dollars going into this by the private nonprofit sector, the problem was getting worse and not better. And so, being problem solvers by nature, we said, let's take a step back. Let's solve this. It's not unsolvable. Other cities do it. Why can't Houston do it? So I think that was the start, and we've been gathering data and learning more about this issue as we've progressed. And then, as Tina said, at one point we said, it's not moving quickly enough. Progress is not. Let's shine a light on this for Texas, Houston, the U.S., and even internationally. Let's shine a light on this and get the resources we need.
Well, you have certainly shined a light on it, and this is for animals that we always say, well, they don't have a voice. We have to be their voice. In the documentary, you talk about, you know, your love for animals from a very young age. What's the next step for this? I mean, what are we looking at the next process? Your goals to come with this documentary, and I really hope the Oscar stuff goes through.
Thank you. Our goal is to really motivate our city, our county, and even our state to address this issue and finally provide the resources that are necessary. Yeah. Where our budgets here between our county and our city are about $19 million a year on animal welfare. San Antonio spends $29 million. So we are so far behind in terms of the support that we get from the city and the county. With a new mayor on board, with hopefully our county coming on, we believe that it's solvable. So our goal really was to motivate city, county, and then attract national resources.
And we can all be part of the solution.
Yes.
Tina and Tama Lundquist, thank you both so much for all of your work. The documentary, by the way, is streaming right now on Peacock. So all of your work with Houston Pet Set and animal welfare organizations in the community, we do have more information on our website, HoustonLife.tv. Please, please, please stream this documentary on Peacock. Ladies, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.